cleaning on GT Live.
Right? It's the try not to get satisfied live stream. There we go. Yeah.
Insert text here. The arm is back. No.
And we're off.
Yeah, good run.
Right? Come on.
You may have gone a little bit off the deep end this time, but it's like, no, my audience needs me. Woo! Next level, level 4.
Ooh, hey, no way. Awesome. Okay, good. At Violet Dreams 12 says, just got my Chaos Theory hoodie and I love it. It's been really good popularity. Definitely just awesome. So glad you like it.
And I am the home team. Hooray. And we won the coin toss. Excellent. Which means it's going to go like absolute crap because I just got everything I wanted.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm a realist. I'm playing Blood Bowl. I'm not playing chess.
Exactly. There's no strategy involved here.
Well, I am playing Norse. So the strategy is hit them before they hit you back, because if they hit you back, you're going to die.
Your strategy is praise Nuffle.
Pretty much, yeah, that too.
For without him, you can do naught.
I mean, he is the most powerful Chaos God. Alright, let's kill something. Okay, that kind of sucks. Perfect defense. That's not what my Norse team wants to see, because he does outguard me. Yep, and everybody moves away from the Yeti. Expected.
Basically, there's this theory that everything you own in your life should be something that gives you joy, and you can kind of get rid of everything else. And so, in the show, she makes these people who have like.
Is he going to move any of his other guys though?
Their house is really messy or whatever. They need to tidy up. It makes them physically hold like everything that they own in their house, like every article of clothing, like everything.
No, he opted not to.
Does this give me joy?
Interesting.
People choose give me joy. And if the answer is yes, then it's safe. And if not,
interesting first turn to say the least.
Bam. Okay, exactly.
Last time you did this, you die upon death.
Right, violently, the poison.
Probably shouldn't have piled on, but I couldn't help myself. It's piling on.
Every time. Okay.
Thank you.
Like, you have to do it, right?
Service.
Thank you for your service.
I will gently put you down. There. Bam.
Oh, I got you. You're serving us like well right now. Boom. Look.
Yes! Woo! Nice. Did he just make an error in audio and then just keep going?
What a pity life there are no reasons. Again, Seth. A simple. Oh, there are no reasons. You know what? If you make a mistake or little video monologue,
Not worth going back.
Batman's not giving you a second chance. Life isn't giving you a second chance. You just gotta say thank you.
Batman does give people. This is like, yeah, waiting around forever. Monster never dies.
It's like, oh man, the Joker did something bad again and put people's lives at risk again. Wow.
I guess I'll just turn him over to the law.
It's almost irresponsible of me to continue looking the other way through the situation.
But we have a rocky childhood, so I guess it's okay.
Excellent. Got a reroll out. First turn.
Wait. What do you expect to take them? Just our world is riddled with problems.
So how you been, Botch?
Supposed to be, is that what it's
Oh, not doing too bad.
Ooh, you don't get
No sign of a brother yet?
He's somewhere down in the South Island. Got some seasonal work of some description, so not too sure when he's getting back up the street.
That's good then.
Don't know exactly what he's doing. We know it involves probably a meat processing of some description, but whether or not what he's doing in that line of things, I have no idea.
Probably just packing, carrying shit around.
I'm picking packing or warehouse management or something.
Yeah. Something you could just walk into. That's good of him.
I love that these are empty paper rolls.
No, there's a
I think they're really tiny and these
Well, it's looking like no Warhammer today.
Well, I mean, PO could turn up.
Yeah, Pio did mention that she might come along, but at the moment it's you, maybe Brigadier, but it sounds like he's more interested in
Well,
Blood Bowl.
I mean, this game won't be going on for long. Like, I will totally play. I just had an obligation.
Yeah, it's not like we've got Scotch around, so we can go a bit later. A little bit.
What's it they're talking about?
Warhammer. And Rain's here. Or Rena's here. She could hop on.
I'm trying to convince Alara to go into it, but she's scared of games with big consequences.
Those are the best kind of games, though.
I know, it's pretty fun.
Says the guy
But
who's
then it's
playing Blood Bowl with all the consequences. Ah, damn
Says
it!
the frontline
Yeti,
fighter of
come
the group
on,
for some
hit
fucking
something.
reason.
This
Hey, if you
Yeti.
manage to convince a new player, you might get a frontline fighter.
Yeah, there's your motivation,
Don't see that
Corvus.
happening.
There's your motivation.
For what?
Oh, Botch said, hey, if you convince another player to join, you might get a frontline fighter. Yeah, we're
You're outside of the box part radius.
Wait, Jason, if you're here,
Yeah, let's see here.
Chris isn't here.
Or is he? Is Chris here in spirit? Chris!
Alright, my Yeti needs to wake up and hit something.
3 times. That was just one. Alright, I guess not.
Besides, if a session doesn't happen, we can fire up a movie. Yeah, Can't really push Alara yet, just because she's got back trouble right now. The uncomfortable to sit.
I was playing a game where you were just throwing around toilet paper.
Alright, let's summon a demon. Just so we can punch him. I love that in Splatterhouse. You were getting led around the whole time so you'd actually cause the summoning ritual just so you could kill the Elder God.
Oh yeah.
Did your parents ever buy like an appliance or anything that was big enough to come in a little box? Because my parents one time they bought must have been something really big like a refrigerator or a washing machine or something. I had this enormous box in the garage for like a month, and I.
Oh please, Mark, my Blodge player.
Markers, like I decorated it. I made it into.
He's lonely. He needs it.
Something, and I was like.
Oh, is he actually going to try to punch my Blodge player? He might. And then I will just sidestep my ass somewhere else. I can punch. That is not a knockdown. Hooray.
What? He's in the room with you now? Hide and seek? You supposed to hide and seek.
That is not a
So I wound
knockdown.
up starting to
Hooray.
play. So I'm starting to play through Persona 3. That was unexpected. Just rifling through PSP games I could fire up.
Oh no! I think at Clockwork Cthulhu on Twitter is referring back to our like the Netflix show about lighting up with Marie Kondo. I mean, close, you're not even happy. But
Kinda sucks.
rather not be part of naked. You make me not. We don't have as many clothes as I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people just have a lot of like clothes that they've only worn once, or that they like fit quite right, but then you've just been putting in a closet for like a decade or something. Like Matthew and I really enjoy like purging stuff, so we just watch a lot of stuff, and we purge things frequently. Like we go through our closet and get rid of stuff like once a year, and so we tend to throw out the not throw out either. We donate everything. But we tend to donate the stuff that doesn't work well like pretty frequently, so we don't have like years of like built up stuff. That said, I mean, I think you're right. Like it's hard to have a sentimental attachment to everything, but I think the idea is that if you like something, you're more likely to take better care of it, and so she's trying to get people to like not.
Yeah, I'm trying to clue her into the high silliness of Warhammer. Because, you know, the rulebook lies by saying it's a grim fantasy setting. It's not. It's not grim. It's filthy. It's horrible. It's not grim, though.
Depends on how you play it.
Well, I mean, just base Warhammer fantasy, even in the books and all. It's dirty, filthy, shit-covered stuff, but it's still got, you know, humor to it.
Ternera says, Matt, I love your white hair.
Finally reached the original end game area of Neverwinter. A dread ring fighting against Belindra's Shadow Mantle. A mighty lich.
You get people talk about it all the time. We're like, oh, how long have you had it died? Or like what it is, or just like, hey, I like it. And stuff. But not people who watch game theory. Yeah.
I fucked that up. I fucked that up something fierce.
Yeah, has it inspired you to branch out?
Yep. And he'll get that. Fuck.
The shy guy says, where's Jason? You need his hairy arms back. Gone into his hairy arms. To the back against the fence.
Not terrible.
Oh God, Matthew, you don't have to do it like that, says Christian Rock. That's fine. Hey! Oh, that's cool! I like that. Move. Double. Move. Alright, well, we'll see after that. Apparently it was inefficient however you did that. Cool. LB Animation says, I found this channel through film theory. Love it. OMG Jerry, YT wants a Rick and Morty theory. Yeah, totally. In case you haven't seen all of our theory, we do have a few Rick and Morty. Two? Three. Yeah, so they're worth checking out.
I finally scrolled up, and wow, that's a big dragon. As I see his wing bones just emerge in the sky. Didn't really sell the threat of it until then. The day I unleash the full-size dragon on you guys.
Is the day we probably all die.
It's the day that you might find Siegfried's shoes, but not the rest of them. As he accelerates into the distance.
He's finally realized after all this time, after multiple deaths of nearly rotting away. Not today.
Not that.
Oh, Chris, come on now. You must want to see your family at some point. No, they're not as cool as you guys. Oh, wow, geez, Chris, come on. I know.
But I mean, an ancient dragon is like CR16. It would be a real dick move to unleash one on you earlier than that. It would be really terrible.
I mean, they're intelligent and everything. Might be able to talk to it a bit before we fail back.
He said confidently.
Oh no, you could. It's a very valid idea.
I mean, somebody in our party.
Just with...
Oh wait, we have a little dragon. He speaks Draconic, right?
I speak
Yeah.
Draconic.
And so
Yeah,
does
he's the
Rain, because
mouthpiece
Rain
you want.
speaks everything.
He's the one you want to talk to him. No, get the kobold to step up and bargain for the party. That can only go well.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? Right?
Siegfried's not in the room. He's left.
Oh dear, we've lost the kobold. Well,
Oh no. Looks like I should get cracking on that backup character.
Oh, now I wonder. Webgun's found a job, probably part-time though, but will it affect our roleplay stuff?
I have found out that it's night shift.
Okay.
And seeing as
Yeah, it's like lunchtime.
our games happen in the afternoon, it shouldn't really matter.
That's handy of him.
Well, that sucked. But at least he's safe.
Little did I suspect it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? It's totally personal.
We take what we can get, Jason.
You thought about that one, Ian? No, you haven't. Because you don't think of stuff like that. Sometimes success isn't measured by numbers. It's measured by your own personal growth.
What other fortune cookies do you want to make your own?
Oh, we just killed a guy.
Nice. You probably shouldn't admit it though. The cops will be on your ass soon.
Oh, he appoed him. Boo.
Love how I'm fighting these incredibly powerful wizards and stuff that are level 73 and 4. And they're weaker than the crabs I fought. Because enemy scaling, it's weird as hell.
Oh, that should have been a blitz. Fuck.
These guys are at the peak of arcane power, but they're no match compared to fucking raptors. They do not have the same power as a clever girl.
That's unfortunate.
Getting out of there by riding my unicorn. So we had well, no, but in the beginning, when those tutorial signs were on the wall for us, we also had a box for head. Yeah, when we had the tutorial showing us what to do.
I think you're missing the
I was battling against evil back then. Did I get it? There's a debate going on Twitter and in the chat about the lingerie shoot. Those for and against seeing the pictures. The lingerie shoot. I don't know, came out of nowhere. Yeah, but it was taken for.
Oh man, there we go. Japan's northernmost bus stop.
I don't know why that's funny, but holy shit. Just thinking about that.
From the same series that brought us the vending machine.
Ah, that's why it's funny. There's also, I want to see the 24-hour supermarket one. For some reason.
I mean, really, we should just watch all these. That's the simplest thing.
Yeah.
I can see now why Japan has such a thriving, like, travel show market going on for them. There's a lot of those. Then Japan, of course, also has the biggest hard-on for itself. It's kind of ridiculous.
Is it, though?
It is, at least from my standpoint, and probably from Botch's too. Like, we don't really go chest-beating ourselves about our country, do we?
That's because
What
you're
would
not
be
the
the
best.
point?
Exactly, there we go.
You're not the
What would be the
best.
point? New Zealand is the best in quite a few things, really. It's a good place.
Just sheep, that's all. Well, and Lord of the Rings, I'll give you that.
It's still got like it's doing well in the conservation side of things. It's preserving a lot of its own natural resource and all. It's a good place. Some parts are boring as all shit, apparently, but it's a very pleasant place. We even have better internet than in Australia.
That isn't difficult.
It's not difficult. You have to have a cable. That's about it. No, I had an Australian girlfriend. And she talked to me about the fucking plans that they gave her, the data plans and all, and it was horrendous to see. She also hated the fact that I enjoyed blackcurrants because they were killing her country. And it was my fault, apparently.
What were you enjoying that was killing our country?
Blackcurrants.
Oh.
Because they are an invasive species like anything that's brought to Australia because there's nothing there.
Oh man, I saw her circulating on my stream the other day as well. Is there a story?
I'm not really sure, but it'll be like sometime, super late at night.
Day rest before the brain development.
You're low-key judging right now.
You judging Becca Rowe? Oh my god. Poor Becca.
She'd be in bed.
Yeah. Clearly we hear yeah. Unqualified clap and a half. Whatever time you go to bed.
You do you. Don't let Jason dictate your life.
Like he dictates ours. Yep. He gives us a to-do list every night. He's like, this is what special recording pajamas now. Never mind, it's not getting behind schedule that's going to make us go bankrupt. It's Matthew's rampant pajama collection. Snack pajamas.
So, have you thought about directions the campaign can go? The Warhammer one?
Not particularly. See, I'm following the books at the moment, so I'm suspecting it'll get sidetracked at some.
You haven't really had a thought of, well, what could I do for myself? What would be fun? What sort of story do I want to see?
Oh, there's one decent hook sitting there and already there waiting for somebody to screw it up.
Yeah, but I'm asking about, you know, do you have a story you'd like to tell?
Not particularly at this point in time. Still getting the hang of DM.
Yeah. Kind of want Scotch to start putting us into the weird war campaign as intended. Do things like go sort out Atlantis and whatnot. Stop the Nazis getting it. Take on Elder Gods with a BAR and at Lee Enfield. Because I'm not big on war, but I'm big on weird. It honestly seems a more fun way to do Elder God stuff. Oh, I have started listening to Night Vale again. That'll also be a fun setting. Mission complete.
But yeah, no, it's one of those things where, like, you have to figure out who organization structure and deadlines and stuff. He's really good at managing teams of people. And so, for me, like, but at the same time,
team of editors are amazing. They're way, no offense, but they're way better than you are, right? Because you haven't spent years just doing editing. That's what you have. And so you hire people to do stuff better than you would do.
Oh, we don't have any pie for Pie Day.
I got pie at work for free.
Well, fuck you!
There was a sign on the door that said, "Go to the leader's office for pie." I'm not going to turn down free pie.
Fuck you!
I haven't had pie in ages, but then I'm thinking of like flaky pastry, cheese and or chicken and gravy kind of pie.
You're thinking like shepherd's pie, and that stuff's delicious.
No, that's some good as well. But I'm thinking of, you know, proper puff pastry ones, savory. We got chicken and ham and a good gravy inside all this delicious butter-filled, fattening as fuck pastry.
Wow, this is a bloody
Beef,
game.
bacon, and cheese.
Beef, bacon, and cheese. That's a good one. I like that. Bacon ale is a classic.
Hey, Sophie! Is Daddy gonna say hi, Sophie?
Hi, Sophie. Sophie's my cat. Well, my Ulfwerner just
his
died,
cat.
but don't worry, he got better. We brought him back to life, couldn't fix the arm, though.
Are you
Just found out I'm working tomorrow, so it'll be 11 and a half hours late to Deadlands. Okay.
1.5, I think.
I know. I'm just joking with him. That's alright. Hey, you isn't a big speaker anyway.
We only won them for a cow.
Oh, yeah.
A cow is more effective. If it could only teach it to shoot.
I could spend a level up point to see if I can make an invention that allows him to have a gun attached to it.
Oh yeah, there we go. I did send you my next Deadlands character. I'll send the botch as well, actually.
I think I vaguely remember seeing
Don't want to put it
this.
in the normal channel because there's chicken anus.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah.
He works this morning.
Well, that first half could have gone worse. Wasn't good, but could always be worse. But you can play that character under one condition. He has to be a Grim Servant of Death.
Oh yeah, of course. That was the only way I was going to go.
I mean, just look at that.
If I roll a 1, someone's taking an egg to the eye.
Yay, extra rerolls for everybody.
Even twins are single entities.
He almost survived the LOS blocks. Almost.
We were talking about recording and digitizing Matthew's voice, and someone in the chat just said in the future Matthew's not going to be necessary only for game theory. And I read that and I was like, oh man, that'd be amazing if it just happened.
And down we go.
If you weren't needed for game theory, that'd be awesome. Maker Rumble says, I hear you are between Diet Colas.
Okay, yeah.
How do you consider cake? Cola. The only thing I really know about Fado is, so that I've tasted their cream soda, which unfortunately is not my favorite cream soda. But I know it's, do they do it cola? Oh my.
Wow, greed rerolling. And he had sure hands. So.
there's more being seen out of this game.
Right? Right?
Right? It's very interesting. Okay. I want to burn my partner. Okay. There we go. Slowly.
Yeah, you want to bait. Oh, I was hoping he would base me.
I had to look the other way. I made a little game for myself. I created a little sense of urgency that I did not need to have. That's okay. Here we go. We got a bunch over there. We got okay.
Burning. Like the love in my See that? Single! Run it up, single! Right? Chris is like, I thought we were the dynamic duo, Jason. Saying this, they know. I don't know how to work in Chris's mouth. What?
Yay! Good job taking hits and not dying, boys.
Right, come on. There it is.
Apparently not. Go! And then it's just creating kindling. Oh, yeah.
Seriously?
There it is.
Alright, we can finish this level, by the way. And then we have to, actually go to run. Maddie has a lot of reporting to do, unfortunately. And my dad is visiting in town, so we are going out to eat dinner. Come on, Matt, that's
Why are you on fire? Guard for me.
okay. Oh, there, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. Oh,
Ooh, excellent. Excellent, you fabulous man.
Disco Inferno.
Oh.
Can you handle that?
That's less excellent.
What?
That's an armor break. Okay.
Wait, can we stack up really closely against it? No, sorry, next to the button. So hold it down.
Okay, this is right on top of me. So just continue. That's all the boxes on fire. But it's not apparently, so I'm just gonna run over here and set it on fire and get out of here. I have a feeling that this one was meant to be set the box on fire since there's just like box fires, which is cool. It's a cool mechanic.
Now it is. Alright, there we go. There we go.
Right?
So weird.
It works in reverse. You know? Great.
There we go. That was amazing.
I don't think I should have flipped that.
This is a really unsafe environment here.
Like, I feel like all these giant flamethrowers in a box factory.
They've got some workplace violations going on here.
Good Yeti.
Long ago on this street. Right? This is
Very simple. It's effective. I like the acknowledgement of lore.
Nice. Okay. Whoa.
That's what you build a deck out of. That's the very end of it.
All right.
This guy, bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, there's a finale.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's amazing.
Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. There's a party going down of all. Look at the thing. This is great. This is really satisfying way to end this stream.
Burn it all down.
Burn it to the ground.
Committing all that to my Yeti. Huh?
Really only fire.
Well, he won't get him
There we
down.
go. Just so fun. It's the one. Hey, there it is. That's not bad.
Oh, there's wetness. No,
Nope, you gotta go. You gotta go. You guys, today's live stream. We'll be back Monday next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Matthew.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Excited by the water.
I know. It is actually a bummer we have to stop at this point. Matthew is pretty tired. We've got a lot of recording to do. I've got a lot of emails to write back to. I know. Matthew's gonna go take a nap, and in the meantime, guys, remember.
Take your dad to dinner, and then after that, after dinner, then record, and then after I record, then I get to sleep.
Also a reminder.
Yes? You won't?
Oh, because I'm gone.
Oh, Matthew is attending a special event next Monday and Tuesday. It will be exciting. It should be really fun. Hopefully it'll be really cool. You guys will be excited about it as gamers and as people who like to watch YouTube videos. So it's top secret.
I really move you in. I get this. Excellent.
After discovering the secrets of Vault Tech University, which I'll cover in an upcoming video, we can pass through one of the many doors to head back outside. As soon as we do... The wonders of hardcore technology pick up a broadcast from the nearby Mama Dolce's food processing factory. We find the factory just west of Vault-Tec University on the other side of the river, and in one of the finding a road so swimming across, we round the northern side of the building to enter, but here we find hostile protectrons. When the protectrons are dead, we can head through the door in the eastern wall. This
Apparently, PO sneaked in and out when we were talking about Japanese TV shows.
I didn't even hear anything.
Exactly, she didn't say anything.
Well, normally I even hear the joining, leaving. Oh no, I'm in streamer mode. I wouldn't have heard that.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Sounds like the responders were working on getting the food processing plant up and functioning in order to feed the people of West Virginia. The responders may be gone, but we still eat food, so working with nearby fellow farm dwellers, we need to run around the factory to find meat-flavored soy chunks, dehydrated beef stock, and diced vegetable mix, and we can add to the hopper to produce some canned food. Here we find what appears to be a manager's office, bedecked in pre-war American flags. Later we find Manager Smith's terminal. We'll come back to read this in a minute. First we're going to find all of this beef stock. In his office we find a bathroom with a witch we can hack to death. Then there's a first aid kit on the ground with pins. Turning around we find a radio in a nearby filing cabinet with beef stock. Heading back to the factory floor and we find the ingredient hopper right across from the terminal. Turning around we find our first component on a nearby shelf. Some dehydrated beef stock. Nearby in a secure place, and across from this is a supply closet with a few containers.
And of course, I roll the one. That makes sense.
It seems like our fellow vault blowers have looted most of the components on this ground floor. We do find a staircase
Well, that
above the factory that we can set up
sucks
to the
now.
second floor. Here we find a floating pod. Inside we see a bunch of locker rooms. In one we find some meat-flavored soy chunks, boiled water in another, and more daggone blasted liberator robots. This pod connects to another manager's terminal. Near to the couch we find more of these soy pods. And on the desk next to the terminal is a red manager's takeout. And remember what this is for. We'll figure it out in a bit. That's it for this floating second level. So turning around we can head out a door to the west.
Yep.
This brings us to a staircase.
Rolled too many ones.
I'll have to see if next week I can get Alara in on this. Because then we'd have a steady, like, sort of a steady 4 or 5 people for Warhammer.
Yeah, I can pretty much do. At the moment, with my time schedule, I can pretty much do Warhammer every
Yeah, because it's just
every
lunchtime.
time this. I mean, literally, I've got today off as such, or supposedly off. Need to be studying on stuff, but I have got nothing to study at this point. So, I mean, I can run Warhammer pretty much every. Guess it's Thursday for you, but it's Friday.
Well, it's technically Friday for me, but barely.
Damn future dwellers.
Machines. And as soon as we do, the processing meat attracts the attention of the mole rats.
That's good enough.
So there are 3 food processing machines, and the monsters will try to attack and destroy each of them. To complete this quest and retrieve our stock of meat, we have to guard these machines through
How much longer are you and Raina going to be awake, Braider?
Quite a bit. Like, I don't work tomorrow, and she doesn't work till late. Why do you ask?
Just thinking. Could go for a Warhammer. I'm just thinking we are going into the Drakwold.
Maybe. Up to you whether or not you follow with a small party or not as normal guys. I would allow you to do some browsing around town first if you want, or you go off and try and How farther?
We haven't got the cash for anything, though. We've got enough to live on and sustain ourselves, but not enough for exceptional expenses.
There is some nice stuff that you might find in
Maybe.
in the forest.
We could also die at the very first combat.
Whatever. Better to die a man's death.
You can't die a man's death. You're a halfling. You're a partial.
Better to die half a man's death.
See, I can't even remember what my farmer's name was. Might as well look him up.
Hello, how's it going?
It was alright.
You seem a bit down.
I'm pretty tired. Like, I don't have much. Well, technically, I've got like 2 hours, 3 to stay awake. It's just been a very long weekend. Next week is looking to be even longer.
Well, won't worry about it then. You're probably better off resting then. See, when you're only able to make those noises, it doesn't sound good. Let's see. There we go. You done heft up. That's the game. Might as well remind myself of my characters. There's a legendary Marsden. It is a bit of a... It's a very slightly drained night. And here I am trying... See, that's right, you didn't... Yeah, you only saw the moss one, didn't you, P.O.?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't see the vending machine, or did you jump in that time?
I mean,
No.
calling it a vending machine is kind of generous.
Yeah, so... It was a documentary we were watching about... In some part of incredibly blizzard-ridden Japan, in this desolate little service station, was a vending machine that serves ramen and just fucking pours boiling water out because it's old. And people make a special effort to go to that machine.
Oh yeah, it was... Remember that
I'm not
guy that
surprised.
brought his son there to create
Yeah,
memories?
who brought his son who looked incredibly miserable.
He
Like,
hoped
I'm
he
really
would look
not
back on
surprised.
these memories with fondness.
And it's like 2 inches thick snow on the table, and only one dude ever showed up with to eat it in his car. The rest just all sat outside.
Sometimes you just need udon, you know.
Then you hear one guy talking, and he just brings up, "Oh, that's right, I got cancer too."
Yeah, that
This is my most. This place is my most cherished memory.
was the most awkward segue ever. Like, oh yeah, by the way, I have cancer. It's like, what?
I'm
Go
sure it was
home.
just his star sign.
Hug a loved one. Do something. Udon can wait. It's not that important.
Well, you guys have fun. I'm gonna hop off and rest, I guess.
Yeah, have a good
Yep.
night.
Okay.
No.
Have a good night, Pio. Yeah, I mean, we could have had the game, but she sounded way out of it. Oh well, we got Deadlands tomorrow.
Yep. Because they didn't post more Kung Fu movies.
That's the most tragic thing, really.
present, a third pocket legend some pretty low money. Now, I want to know why they didn't want their employees exploring outside. And outside we can go around the perimeter, nothing next to the naked crawler machine. This machine seems to be rather innocuous. Looks like some of the Mama Dolce's projectiles are still recognizable and hostile. We gotta put this guy out of his misery. We can walk around to the eastern side where we entered. Nothing over here. Moving east towards the river, we find a ramp that allows us to climb atop some nearby pipes, which are running down from a waste from the factory into the Morgantown River. Here we find another pipes to the river. Walking down to one of these pipes. What's it doing there? We don't see an opening on this side. Heading together, we find another pipe. Hey there, buddy, hanging out. You want some company? Moving to the far end, we find another ramp. We see that the pipe goes directly into the factory, but there's some door, no patch. How do we get this in? Climbing the ramp. Oh, look at that! A hole in the pipe on the opposite end. Dropping inside, we can get rid of the lug water. And here we find a door, locked by an ID card reader. If we found the Mama Dolce's manager ID card on the desk at the top of the factory, we can use it to
The beginnings of mild hypochondria.
looks like I need to work on that.
Oh
On
dear.
my right finger, on the outer side, I feel a very slight curve. Left finger on the outside, there is a deep curve. Why is it skinnier?
Because reasons.
What could it mean? What sort of horrible degenerative sickness could be afflicting me?
Have you tried WebMD?
No. No, I'm not looking that up. It's worse than the old deaf books we used to have.
The what nows?
The deaf book, the old home medical dictionaries. No matter what you looked up, it would be some sort of deaf.
Man, piling on, just not doing shit this match.
Exactly what their plans were in the capital wasteland by watching our video. On a real this is a first aid kit. Turning some about media tag this in a minute, and Berserker is a security terminal. After hacking it, we have to leave the terminal because we get attacked by more liberating robots. Thankfully they go down pretty quickly. One shot from my 44 and I wasn't even hidden. Not too shabby. Back to the terminal. Display setting English/US. Virginia Intelligence Base. Security Station. The Pebbles Republic. Notice to all personnel. We have been placed in an unenviable situation. As right now we were given no warning prior to the bombs touching down. We can only presume that these guys were infected. The elevators are all dead. And we're not functioning independently. Some of you have suggested this means we can now abandon our posts. The fight is over and we have lost. For those of you who feel this way, we pity your lack of belief in our purpose, but we will not attempt to stop you from finding. Instead, let us say simply this. Never form our minds. If our leadership is truly dead, any attempt to return home would be an utterly futile exercise. If they're not, and if they do reach out to us, we will be long gone, trapped across thousands of miles of hostile territory. Your best chance of survival is to remain here, where we can work together and be prepared should the time come that we can attack you. Director. This is fascinating. It tells us Chinese operatives at this facility were surprised when the bombs dropped. They didn't know it was going to happen. At the beginning of this entry, they said, we were given no warning prior to the bombs touching down. Now, this entry still gives us the impression that China shot first. He says, we were given no warning, which means that China was going to attack the operatives here first. tells us that he at least presumed that China was the one who attacked. But of course he could be assuming wrong. Maybe he knew that China was planning to attack. Maybe he knew that if China did attack, they would warn him. But it's possible that someone else attacked instead. In the next one, security procedures. Facility security procedures. Number 1, all personnel should openly display a facility ID badge at all times. Failure to do so will be met with deadly force. Oh, that explains the hostile protectrons. Number 2, no unauthorized entry/exit from this facility without written consent from the director. Any unscheduled access to the facility entrance will be met with deadly force. This includes base personnel without explicit permission to exit or enter the facility. Number 3,
Well, that went terrible.
subject to search of their person and personal effects
I
at all
fucked up royally in
times.
the first half.
Possession of any unauthorized contraband will result in application of deadly force. Wow, don't make a mistake while working with the Chinese. And number 4, if possible, detain and interrogate subjects before applying deadly force in order to obtain any relevant counterintelligence.
Finally!
Interrogation should last no more than 12 hours before subject termination. What?
Well, I'll take that. Whatever. That's good.
Torturing and interrogating people here too? God, I hope we don't find evidence of that. In the final one, shipment status. Shipment status, arsenal resupply. Item type 93 assault rifle, quantity 75 status delayed indefinitely. What it looks like that's the status for most of these. 556 ammunition, 24 round magazines. Stealth armor delayed indefinitely. Oh, that's a bummer. Item officer's sword, quantity 30 arrived 3. Well, at least they got some of them. Sadly, 47 others were delayed indefinitely. Well, we found one in this room. I wonder if we'll find the other 2.
I'll
Backing
think
out of this
about it.
terminal, we can punch the button on the wall. Oh, that's what that does. Well, I should have punched that at the beginning. Heading out, we can ready our 44. My